Hello, my dear friends. Welcome once again to Sashakt Empowering Lives. Today's topic is very interesting and very sought after. The topic is how to control behaviors in a kid with autism. Let's very quickly get started on this topic because this topic seems to be a hot favorite with all parents. I get messages to the tune of hundreds every day. How do I get my kid to be behavior free? So, before we go any forward, I would request you to share, subscribe, like and press the bell notification so that you don't miss any video from us. Also, every Tuesday we do a live on Instagram 8:30 to 9:30. Don't forget to join us there. The Instagram handle is given in the description box below, as well as the Autism Masterclass that happens 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. every Friday, the link to which is given in the description box below. So you can click there and join us there as well. Always remember, an empowered parent is the best asset a child on the autism spectrum has. Alright, so having said that, let us very quickly get started. How to control behaviors in a kid with autism. First of all, we have to set healthy boundaries for a kid on the autism spectrum. So when a child tries to push away or says, nahi karna, I don't want to do, or bites or headbangs to avoid doing something, if we have asked the child to do something, we will ensure that we get it done lovingly. So the first step here is advanced expectation setting. So we will set an expectation with the child that you are supposed to sit, you will sit here, you will work, you will do it for this much time. Now the kid may not understand time. So what do? Put 2 bindis, okay? That bindi, put 2 bindis onto the wall clock, okay? One in black and one in red, okay? So with the black one, this is where we are starting, minute hand, and the red one, this is where we will end. Also, you could have a sand clock which you can invert and say, until this gets over, you have to sit and finish. You cannot get up in between. Also, you can have a timer that will go up in 15 minutes. So, the child will have the timer to go and stop, and you don't stop before that. Next is, after doing proper advanced expectation setting, next is sense of loss. So, you tell the child, if you choose not to listen to mama, you will not get this. Now that particular this is very important. If you pick up just about any random toy and say you will not get this, child will say, I don't care. Or if the child doesn't know how to say so much, child will feel, I don't care about this. If she doesn't give me this, I don't mind, and will continue to do the behavior. So, we will find out what the child likes. These are called reinforcers. So, suppose the child loves bubbles. So, we'll take bubbles and there's lots of bubbles we are blowing and child enjoying it and say, if you don't finish this, I will not give you this. And if you want this, first finish this. So, you put a very clear sense of loss to the kid upon not following what might happen. Next, you will preempt. What that means? Preempt the child's action. You will be very aware that what action is the child going to take. Because even if the child is going to, let's say for example, headbang, okay, or hit himself, it cannot happen like in a fraction of a nanosecond. It cannot happen. It will take some time. So if the child's hand is here or in the pocket or somewhere, and you see the child's hand going up, you preempt and say, I told you we will not do this, we will finish our work. Okay? Suppose the child gets very, very aggressive and says, argh! So you will grab the child lovingly though, but very firmly, physically follow through. And you will place it down. You will say no means no. When mommy says no, daddy says no, you don't do it. Then sense of loss comes in. So suppose ice cream was the sense of loss. You say, fair enough. I told you, you will complete, you will get ice cream. You are choosing not to listen. So you scoop a big spoon and eat. You say, mommy will have to finish your ice cream. I will not give you. I am sorry. Now the child will begin to cry. Cry, cry and cry. But you don't have to worry about it. A lot of parents come to me saying, Something wrong may not happen to the kid inside. Nothing happens. Crying is the child's natural response of trying to get something from the parent or avoid doing something. So when the child begins to cry, you will not really bother much and sit there peacefully. I can understand as a parent you can't be very peaceful, but at least you can pretend that you are peaceful. Even if you are not peaceful inside, you will sit there and tell the kid, no son, unless you finish this, no my child, no meri bachchi, unless you finish this, we are not getting up. Now many of you will ask this, if the child is crying so much and coloring and painting, what is the use? He is not learning. I understand. But to learn how to color and paint within spaces, the first thing the child has to learn is to be able to sit on demand and do what is asked to be done. So, the learning here is not so much academic, the learning here is more social. You are supposed to sit. Now, when you do it like this for about 20-21 days, my research has proved with thousands of students from my community, it doesn't even take 21 days. 1 week to 10 days is what it takes. The child begins to settle down in his seat, sit properly when asked to do the work, does the work and does not throw a tantrum, does not pull out a big meltdown, so to say. Yeah? So, now the point here is you will do advanced expectation setting, preempting, sense of loss and follow through, physically follow through. Hold the kid, sit the kid down, just make sure the kid does what the kid is asked to do, physically follow through, and finally load the kid with lots and lots and lots of praise. Please don't go to the kid's father or somebody and say, "Aaj isne mera jeena haram kar diya." Please, no. That was a clinical treatment we were giving the child, helping the child understand sense of boundaries. Let the child catch you praising them. Yeah? So you say, "Aaj pata hai, itna acha tha," and the child is listening from the other room. Now when that happens, the next day the child wants to listen to the same praise, will automatically avoid doing wrong things and do the things that the parent wants because the child wants praise. The problem with us parents is we hardly praise but we hugely condemn. One mistake and we will say, "Why you did this? Why you didn't do this?" But so much of nice sitting, no praise. So when that happens, the child wants your attention, the child comes up with a new behavior. The child pulls up a new behavior. And that's where we say, "Oh my God, my child has so many behaviors." So the autism specific technique of correcting behaviors is advanced expectation setting, preempting, sense of loss, physically following through, and finally huge doses of praise and some reinforcement. When you follow through like this, you will see over a period of time your child's behaviors will completely die down. You will have a kid who is under instructional control, living happy, healthy, learning every single day. So if you want more strategies on how to understand the reinforcers, what kind of reinforcers, what kind of expectation setting, what is a visual schedule, and many more, I invite you to join me in my very powerful 3-hour masterclass, the link to which is given in the description box. Every Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. The link in the description box. Also, 1 hour of Instagram live every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. The link, Instagram handle is given in the description box. So with this note, I wish you all the very best and all the success with your kid on the spectrum. Always remember, a kid on the autism spectrum is a kid first and very capable of learning. May each kid win.